Okay, so if you haven't watched my previous video whereby I talked about how life is like in SPF NS, go watch it first, the link will be in the description below. Alright, so if you don't know which vocation to choose for after POBC, not to worry. I'll be letting you know the different vocations available and their job scope and stuff. And everything in this video can be found online, so I'm not leaking or exposing anything. So a few months before POC, your CM will let you choose 3 vocation choices, and once they submit, you will not be able to change already, so choose wisely. There are 2 types of vocations, frontline and non-frontline. If you want a more chill and slack NS life, then go for non-frontline. If you want a more, interesting NS life, then go for frontline. By the way, it's not guaranteed that you'll get into any of the 3 vocations you choose. I have no idea how they select, but as I said in the previous video, the psychometric test does play a part, that's all I know. I have a few friends that got into a vocation that wasn't even in their 3 choices. It really depends on them. If all 3 of your choices are non-frontline, then chances are you're gonna get non-frontline. But if all 3 of your choices are frontline, you might still get into non-frontline. It really depends on them. Oh, and it also depends which pairs you are. Basically, your medical and physical condition, which they will check at the pre-enlistment medical checkup. Alright, let's start off with the non-frontline vocations. First we have SA, which is Staff Assistant. Can be posted to either HDA, any police station, or police headquarters. Quite chill, I would say. Just admin work and office hours. Even better if you get posted to a police station near your house. NSOSO, which stands for National Service Operations Support Officer. It's basically SA, but deployable for major events like F1, election and stuff. There's even a chance that you become a GRF without GRF training. That's all I know. FI. Yes, you can even become a FI to score and punish trainees. Not just that, you also need to conduct exercises with your squad and drill sessions. So you need to be minimally silver for IPPT, cause you need to be fit. Best to get high points for your drill tests, otherwise pass should be okay also. I must warn you that this is the only stay-in vocation in the whole of SPF. Meaning just like the trainees, you can only book out on weekends. You can go out once in a while if I'm not wrong, but that's about it really. Honestly, I feel that this is the worst vocation to choose in my opinion. But I heard that it's quite easy to get Sergeant or even Sergeant 2 as a FI. Oh yes, you also get a free drill stick to put under your armpit when conducting drills, which is confirmed fucking smelly by the time you ORD. There are other types of FI as well, like Swimming FI, AO FI, which is like the range FI. I got a friend who is there, and is basically assisting the trainers at the HDA range. I heard it's quite cool, cause you get to shoot other types of guns other than the revolver. And apparently there's a NPCC FI. I don't know, but I saw it on a Reddit post. From the name, I'm guessing you become a FI for NPCC in secondary school? Yeah, I don't know. Sentry. Again, I've never heard of this. But this Reddit post says that it's security guards for NPC. Honestly, could be frontline if they do draw firearms. CCTV operator. I almost applied for this. Just seems quite cool to get to see all the police cameras. But yeah, I believe you'll be in the Police Operations Command Center, or POCC, to assist getting CCTV footages that are needed. PIC, or Persons in Custody Officer. You'll be working in division lockups, meaning you'll get to see all the subjects that are arrested by GRF and assist in admin stuffs. S&T, which stands for Support and Technical. Not very sure about this, but all I know is it's office hours and basically just handling logistics. Lastly, CE Officer, which CE stands for Community Engagement. I think this is the most frontline you can be as a non-frontline. They are also known as CPU or Community Policing Unit. Also office hours, and your job is basically to do home visits, sometimes get deployed for events, interacting with the public, and also some admin work in your NPC. Okay, for frontline vocations, we have Ground Response Force, or GRF, which is what I was posted to. Basically your neighborhood police. They respond to 999 calls, conduct patrols, and other stuffs. It's 2 in 2 out, meaning you will have morning shift on the first day and night shift on the next day. Then you'll have 2 days off afterwards. It's 12-hour shifts and you get to attend to all types of cases. It's one of the best vocations you can choose in my opinion. As many would say, it's one of the few vocations that can give you a very fulfilling NS. I got to experience and learn a lot of new things, so yeah, no regrets. However, it does come with a price. After POBC, you need to do another 3 months of residential training in HDA, meaning you're back to trainee life and weekend workouts only. But on the bright side, you get a free driving license, sometimes even within a month. Trust me, it'll be worth the extra 3 months. Which NPC you get posted to depends, but if you get one near your house, then even better. APD or Airport Police Department, heard it is very slack and basically like a free holiday if you live in the east. You're pretty much a GRF that patrols and attends cases in airport. Same shift timings, but the only thing is you won't get a free license, I think. Police Coast Guard or PCG. From what I know, it's pretty chill. You get to sit in the police boat and enjoy the nice view, patrol and attend to cases on the sea. Shift timings, same as GRF. It's also a 3 months residential training. But instead of HTA, you stay in the Brunei Island base, which is so much more better. Just from the food and bunk alone. Also, even if you fail the swimming test during POBC, you can still get into PCG, FYI. Public Transport Security Command, or TRANSCOM in short. Attend to cases within the MRT or bus interchanges, and conduct patrols in a group of 3 or 4. Shift-wise is 2 morning shifts, 2 evening shifts, then 2 days off. It's 8-hour shifts, and you get free access to public transport until you ORD. But once again, it comes with a price. In your 5 weeks non-residential training at the Paya Lebar base, you need to endure the so-called boy period. Because Transcom is 80% NSFs and 20% regulars, whereas the other vocations are usually the other way around, so the intakes above you will make use of their seniority to, example, do things for them and stuff. You can read more about it in this Reddit post. This is also one of the only vocations that you can take up a leadership role, so if that's what you're looking for, then go for it. Protective Security Command, also known as PROCOM. It's actually also more NSFs than regulars, but no boy period. They patrol in CBD areas and airports in their heavy gears. 4 weeks non-residential training at Ulu Pandan base. I believe their shift is 2 in 2 out as well. And also, you get to be trained in HKMP5, which is pretty cool. K9 unit. If you love dogs, then this might be for you. You basically will need to clean their kennel and take care of the dog. I can't find how long their training and shift timing is, but all I can find is that its base is at Mowbray Road. And last but not least, Special Operations Command, or SOC. For SOC, they only take in odd intakes, meaning they only open to intakes who are from, example, 185, 187, 189, and so on. So if you're interested, you actually have to pray that you're lucky to get into an odd intake. You also have to be very fit as well. You must be able to do a few pull-ups and get minimum silver for IPPT in order to get in. SOC is your riot police, where they will attend to public order cases if there is any, like the Little India riot in 2013 basically. 3 months of residential training at Queensway, and it is the hardest training in the whole of SPF. If you want to know more about the training, feel free to pause and read. Not to mention, no phone is allowed from book in to book out. But after the intense training, you'll be rewarded with a lot of free time, as well as the highest vocation allowance in SPF NS. The shift is fucking 24 hours, followed by 2 days off. But for SOC, as long as you can endure the 3 months of training, you have a very chill NS life afterwards. Alright, and that's all the vocations. If I've missed a few, do put in the comments so other people can know about it. The next and final part of this series, I'll be talking about the ranks and allowances. The link to that video will also be in the description when it comes out. Or you can subscribe with notifications on so you know when the video comes out. And yeah, that's it for the video. As usual, thanks for watching and see you in the next video.